You know, I've got a little camera that I just nearly forgot that I had. It's my Sony HX90V. It's a little compact camera that looks a lot like an RX100 and has quite a few of the same features, like a 30x Zeiss lens. It's really a good little camera. It's got a flip-up screen, which I really like. Do you really need something like a ZV E10 for vlogging? Well, I don't think so. I think you can save a lot of money doing it this way. This little camera is just excellent for vlogging. It doesn't record its own audio very well because it's got a built-in mic. It doesn't have a mic jack. You can easily solve that problem with a $15 lavalier mic and RecForge app on your cell phone. You'll get great audio. And nearly every editor nowadays syncs audio real easily, so it's not a problem. So let's talk about this little camera and see what it'll do for you. The camera is small. It's easy to put on a selfie stick. I've got it on one now. Looks pretty good. And the video I get out of it is really nice. You know, this camera is a lot more versatile than using your cell phone for vlogging. With that 30x super zoom lens, you can not only use this one for your vlogging, like I'm doing now, you can also use it for your B-roll, for telephoto video, all kinds of things. If you want to shoot some pictures, this thing makes great pictures. So I think overall, if you take a look at what we do with this little camera, I think you're going to like it. Yeah, it started raining outside and I had to come back inside. If you give a little camera like this, the HX90V, or its newer model, I think it's the HX99, I think you'll be real satisfied with it for vlogging. Yeah, it doesn't have a full frame sensor. It doesn't have a flip-up screen like the ZV E10, but it also doesn't cost as much. And I think sometimes when you're posting things to YouTube, you don't need to spend the big money on a camera because YouTube isn't going to treat your video very nicely anyway. You'd be well served to look at a camera like this for doing your vlogs. You'll save money, and I think the quality of the video you get is really good. The detail's good, the focus is good. I just don't see a problem with it. I think a little camera like this to make YouTube content is definitely worth it, and you don't have to spend the big bucks. I thought I'd try some walking and vlogging, but I just hate vlogging with a mask on. It really is terrible. But at least in this shot you can see how the active steady shot works. This is actually the intelligent active steady shot. It looks pretty good to me. Maybe it's not gimbal quality, but it's getting close. Jellybone was watching me vlog. He's one of my best critics. He always has input for my projects. Here's a little shot just to show the zoom capability of this camera. Pretty amazing. Even at the very closest on the yoga sign, you can see everything's pretty sharp, pretty clear. This is just a handheld shot. I decided to try it with no monopod. Active steady shot was on, not intelligent active, just active. And here's the obligatory close-up of a flower shot that you have in nearly every sample video you've ever seen. I used a monopod on this shot. I set it on top of an old table that was set out for the trash man to pick up. Came out pretty steady. Looks good. And here's the new condos again, showing the new street. I'm gonna tell you, I really don't know when they did that street. They must have done it in the middle of the night or something. Well, for me, one of the pros of this camera is that flip-up screen. I have A5100s too, and they have that flip-up screen. I really like it. When you're vlogging, it tends to make you look at the lens straight into the camera instead of off to the side with those flip-out screens. The flip-up screen is definitely my favorite. Of course, the 30x zoom lens is just phenomenal, and it's sharp. It's really a great lens. You can put it on a monopod, and with the intelligent active steady shot, you can get a nice sharp image. The little flip-up viewfinder is pretty cool too. It actually has diopter adjustments, so you can adjust it if you're nearsighted or farsighted. It's really a nice little addition to this camera. I really enjoy using it for photos. There's a little pop-up flash too that you can use for fill with your photos, or if you're shooting something close like a picture of your cat or something like that, it'll work fine. It just doesn't give you a lot of distance. Not a real strong flash. Well, here's the most annoying con that you could have on a small camera, and that's that you can't open the battery compartment and the memory card slot without taking off your tripod mount or taking your camera off the tripod. It's really a pain. I don't like that at all. A lot of cameras do that, and I just don't know why. I guess the tripod slot would interfere with the lens mechanism or something. I'm sure they have a reason, but no reason is really good enough. Also, I don't like the memory card and the battery together in the same slot. I like side-mounted memory slots, like on my A5100. But that's about it for cons. Otherwise, this little camera is a real little trooper. Okay. I like it.
Well, there you go. That's the HX90V. So if you really want to save some cash, you can pick this little camera up for around $275, and $15 for a microphone. You're at about $290, and I think you're not going to beat that. You're not going to get anywhere the versatility with a smartphone that you get with this rig. So I hope you'll consider this before you buy your YouTube camera. Using an expensive camera or full frame camera, things like that, for YouTube is really kind of a waste of money, because by the time it hits YouTube, they've squished it till it's unrecognizable. I think you'll enjoy using it. I think the output from the camera is going to be something that will very definitely satisfy you. This is JR, the Texpat in Saigon, saying, hey, thank y'all for watching.